How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
No, you can't.
Are you a police
Private
officer?
citizen.
You're what?
I'm a private citizen.
You're a private citizen?
Yes, sir.
All right.
The chief's gonna stand here because his intelligence level is there. His intelligence level is right about down here.
So I don't know if you're with these groups that want
See you
to
later.
harm to police that's been shown.
I'm gonna take more pictures.
Sotomayor.
535. Everything good?
Yeah, I didn't call you. How you doing, officer?
Good. How are you, sir?
Man, pretty good. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Burris, 539.
Burris.
Step inside Buffalo's towering City Hall camera rolling, and you'll find more than marble corridors. You'll collide with officials who bristle at questions, a guard who won't give his name, and activists testing every comma of the First Amendment. Will transparency triumph, or will titles slam the door?
Can I help you?
Yeah, we're here to see the mayor.
He's busy right now. He's at a press conference.
Is it
What did you need
available
help
for citizen press to go ahead and take a look at the press conference?
Not right now.
No. Do you require specific press credentials?
Yes.
Is the Constitution okay?
Pardon?
Is the Amendment 1 okay?
Do you have to have a large corporate backing or wear a lot of makeup to get in, or can you just be an ordinary citizen? The First Amendment is freedom of press for everybody. You know that, right?
I do.
So then we can go in.
We cannot.
Why not?
Is it because
It's in progress right now, and when it's in progress, no one's allowed in, not even me.
Okay. Is that a law?
Not even
That's
employees.
the regulation
That's why
here.
they're sitting.
Does regulation trump the law? This is the people's building, right? We should be able to just
No
walk
one
through
is
by it?
allowed in the mayor's office without an appointment, no one, ever.
It's unfortunate that we can't reach the people that work for us, but maybe we should stick around until they pop up.
Can we have your name and badge number, please?
Mary May, 3289.
Thank you so much. Do you have a business card?
I don't.
All right, no problem. Thank
Do
you.
think
Are you a police
Jeffrey
officer?
Epstein killed himself?
Pardon?
Do you think Jeffrey Epstein killed himself? She doesn't. She knows. She knows the truth.
Are you a police officer, sir? That's rude.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We go around the country in different city halls.
Yes.
We've never seen a police officer standing in front of the mayor's office like he's, Mr. Trump or something. What's so special for him?
It's security purposes. Because believe it or not, there are, mentally ill people that we're trying to rush.
Okay.
Okay? So,
It's happened before?
it has.
All right. Well, you're very nice. Thank you very much.
Yes, you're very cordial.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Is that the fake news right there?
I believe so.
But way too much makeup on.
Way too much.
How you doing, sir?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
No, you can't.
Are you a police
Private
officer?
citizen.
You're what?
I'm a private citizen.
You're a private citizen?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'm not a police officer.
Do you work here?
I do.
Okay, so your policy says that you have to identify yourself. You're a person with a gun. I'm sure your policy says you have to identify yourself. We got some policy breakers over here. I don't know, man, but
I don't know, man.
I don't think that guy can run too fast if something was to go down here.
Well, I mean, I don't think that's a fair assessment. He was nice, but the thing is, you have to have.
He's not a private citizen
He's
right
not a
now.
private citizen right now.
He's working. He's contracted by the city to give the citizens of Buffalo a service right now.
Well,
So if
he's contracted by we the people to be polite and courteous and uphold the Constitution. That's what his job fundamentally is. Regardless of his physical appearance, his duty is to be polite, courteous, and uphold the Constitution. And I have love for anybody that does that. This servant that we're talking to is very polite, very courteous.
Extremely polite. How long have you been a police officer?
25 years.
25 years.
I've been with the department for 30 years.
Mr. America would be out of business if we had public servants like this across the country.
Yes. Well, thank you very much for your service. Have you ever came across any police misconduct that you had to address? Like any bad cops that you ever arrested?
This isn't an interview.
I'm sorry?
This isn't an interview.
And you are?
Anyways, I can't answer that.
Why are you interrupting a conversation?
This isn't a public interview.
And you are?
doesn't matter.
Do you think
Yes, it does.
I think it's a
When
little
two-
sexist when we're having a conversation to speak for a woman. I mean, just mind your own business.
I'm not speaking for you.
Yes.
Just mind your own
Yes,
business.
you are.
Guys,
Just
this
shut
isn't
your mouth.
Shut your mouth.
Excuse me.
Yeah, just shut your mouth.
He works here, so okay.
Oh, he works
mind your
here.
own
Yeah,
business.
you're gonna deal with me.
Oh, so he
okay?
works for us, and he's telling us what to
And
do.
you're playing on your phone.
Okay, guys, you've been dealing with me, okay?
Well, you've been
dealing with
okay,
me.
and we're nice to you because you've
And
been
I
nice to
answer
us.
questions.
But this guy's, you're being rude.
Okay, do you have
You can't just jump into people's conversations and tell them to shut up. You shut up. Pretty much.
See if we can get a question for the mayor too.
Okay, well, you can't.
Well, if he walks outside, I have the right to ask him a
not gonna
question.
walk outside.
He's gonna stay in there forever? He's gonna go home?
So you can go through the back way?
No, but you can't.
He
say-
jumps off with a
You
parachute.
can't. You can't. You can do your, if you have specific, you know, if you have specific business here.
We're working on a documentary right now.
We are, freedom of the press.
Do you have business cards? Because I will gladly leave a business card. Do you have one?
Listen, bro, we're talking.
Do you have press credentials?
Look at this guy. The Constitution.
Sir, you would obviously know, right?
If you had press credentials, yes, because freedom of the press is only applicable to those who are issued.
Since when is that?
So, please allow me.
Can you give him a little bit of history since he skipped?
Where in the Constitution does it discuss about issuing press credentials?
And the Constitution does in constitutional law, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
1960s Brennan Charter.
okay. So, who is the official party that regulates and disperses press credentials?
I think you'd have to go through your.
Sir, I'm talking to you.
No, actually, I was gonna walk right
Do you
here.
have a business card?
We'll give you all the
Sir, you
information
want to
as soon as
talk?
we're done.
I want to talk, gentlemen. I think you're being very disruptive.
Well, sir, I
Oh,
came over here to
disruptive?
politely talk to you.
That's actually disorderly conduct. We're not being disorderly. We're working on a story. You're interrupting
And
us.
I'm trying to get your information. This is my job here today.
Okay.
Okay, today.
All right.
This is my job, to deal with the public. So if you could write your information down for me, that would be great. I will be happy to forward it.
Thank you.
To the mayor,
You're-
on your behalf.
You're the best. We'll give you the information as soon as we're done.
Okay.
All right? Thanks.
Issue, even at the state level, the Legislative Correspondence Association issue.
So I definitely think we both can agree that any private entity can withhold or give press credentials to whoever they want. Private entities, correct? It's up to the private entity, right?
I have no idea.
So let's just say it was my birthday party at my house, and I would be the person that issues the press credentials. Like, so if I
Well,
didn't,
it's different because you're talking about your house versus a public building. That's what communism is.
You know we do this for a living,
And
and
a public building is actually it is
So many
different.
people
That's,
watching.
that's more protected because it's paid for by taxes. Yeah. So that was my point. Is anybody can be the press of the United States. That's the great part about it. Is the freedom of the press, the First Amendment, shall not be infringed. That just means, Benjamin Franklin, he didn't go get a contract from the government to be part of the press. He just became the press. There is no particular.
What was his pseudonym? It was like something.
That he
feel
wrote
good.
the almanacs. Yes,
No,
he wrote.
something feel good, right? Feel
Yeah,
good.
he wrote the almanacs under that name.
What was his moniker?
I don't know, but I just want to say that the freedom of press applies to everybody. You don't have to be lying about weapons of mass destruction or advertising for big pharma. Freedom of the press is guaranteed for all citizens. And yeah, we totally. Yeah. Okay, cool. So we're on the same. I appreciate it.
Would you like to leave your information?
sure. Right after we get his. How you doing, sir? Can we have your name and badge number,
It's
please?
just my relief. You don't need to speak with him. He's my lunch relief for
No,
today.
that's fine.
What's up, guys?
How are you today?
Good.
Thank you.
Good to see you.
Should I put my cam on?
Well, the First Amendment goes both ways.
What?
The First Amendment goes both ways.
Got it.
You see, you got multiple cameras here, and we have our own. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
My name is Edward Ramage. My badge number is 1349. Let me check.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. You're very nice.
3704. I usually don't use that number for anything, so.
By heart.
That's cool. Well, we're just working on a video about the City Hall. This is one of the nicest City Halls we've ever been to. 28 floors,
Where are you
huh?
guys from?
We don't answer questions.
We have to answer questions, but you don't answer questions?
Correct.
That's not fair.
Hey, but
Next time, don't be a cop.
Pardon?
Don't work for the public if you don't want to be in that situation. You know what I'm saying?
I signed up for it.
Then
and she's done a great job. I'm sure she's done a great job for the past 25 years. Did you become a police officer when you were a baby?
Pardon?
You don't look like you've been a police officer for 25 years. I'm just saying.
What's that?
Questions you'd like to leave?
I'll probably just follow up with the email. I appreciate you being cordial, even though we didn't get off on the right foot. But yeah, that's why I like this guy. He goes around supporting the First Amendment, and you guys have been nothing but very polite.
First Amendment, though, what questions do you guys have?
This Buffalo and New York City disproportionately have more disaffected children when it comes to child protective services, and that's one of my biggest hot button issues. And I think there's some best practices, and I think that if we put some fail-safes and bulwarks in place, that we could.
Who were you looking to speak?
The mayor or anybody that would be really willing to hear me out.
Who oversees child protective services? Is
It's a state level, but
state law, but it's administered by the counties.
I believe so.
Yeah, it's not a city function, it's a county function.
Correct. And but however, since it does disproportionately New York City and Buffalo, I think that there are some things that we could put in place that can kind of be safeguards against this. And there's not the same cities as there is some rural towns. So.
Did you understand that showing up with 3 cameras in people's faces is not going to really encourage anybody to have a civil conversation?
That may or may not be the case. However, I mean, that could be the case. Part of the reason we do this too is a social experiment. I mean, there's cameras everywhere. The NSA has been illegally spying on us since 2013.
Do you know who Edward Snowden is?
I'm sure he knows who Edward Snowden is.
Sure, he's in the closet.
I hope he.
Well, if he's in the closet, that's his own personal business. But
he's a great patriot, regardless.
He's a great patriot. He pretty much was betrayed by his friends.
I just changed the subject. Well, because that's the thing. Some people are a little off-put by cameras, but it's because we've been living in this world where only the CIA, the FBI, the large media corporations can have cameras. So we're making it cool that I get my $40 Metro PCS phone, and that's the whole great part about this country is we said, you know what?
We pretty much don't want people to come in here with cameras and be harassed by public employees into getting them to turn it off, because we run this building, we finance this place. So the same right that you guys have to video record everyone that walks in here, we have the same right to record back. If not, we rather live in North Korea or something, you know.
No, we travel across the country. We pay federal taxes though too, which trickles down everywhere. But yeah, let's go see what else we got.
Yeah,
here.
the First Amendment doesn't just apply in your home state.
Thankfully.
This is why we're the United States.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, we get this a lot where we're not actual media, we're not this or that. But that's the whole idea, that we're all kings, we're all sovereigns. We don't have to beg to King George, oh, can you, if it pleases the crown, may I please film in public? No, we are our own sovereigns. We do our own thing. We're our own kings. We're all equal. All men, women, trans, everything. We are all equal. Nobody's a king. Nobody's better above us. Auditing America. Find him on Facebook. Find him on Instagram. Chase from the Allen Report. Like, share, and subscribe. YouTube.com/Demand the Truth. Auditing America. Like, share, and subscribe.
Here's the takeaway when authority shrugs off its own ID, yet demands yours keep your lens steady and your civility sharper. Quote, the rules ask for names, and remember, the First Amendment is a conversation you win by staying factual, calm, and firm, not by raising your volume. Roll into a quiet California town, hit a record, and watch sparks fly. A lone auditor snaps photos of police vehicles only to be confronted by the chief himself, badge flashing, ego flaring. Will this sidewalk showdown stay hostile or turn into something no one expects stick around?
Something I can help you with?
No, I'm walking down the sidewalk.
Cool.
You're blocking it.
There you go.
No, go ahead and move. 6 feet separation.
Yep, you walked up to me. 6 feet.
Okay.
I agree.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
Are you going to continue down the sidewalk or what?
No, I'm good.
Me too.
Okay.
I'm awesome.
Doesn't seem like it.
Why not?
Because you're taking pictures of privately owned vehicles.
I'm taking pictures. What's wrong with that?
It's strange. Is it illegal? No. Is it strange? 100%.
Well, is it strange that you're standing so close to me for no damn reason? Tell me you're walking down a sidewalk and for me to move and
I can
all
do
that
what
stuff?
I want. It's America, just like you can do.
But
it.
with an attitude like
I
that?
don't have an attitude.
You don't have an attitude?
No.
Listen, you walked up closer to me then 6 feet, then told me I'm blocked on the sidewalk to move. I moved
I
out
didn't
of
tell
your
you
way.
to move. I just
yes,
said you're
you
blocking the
did.
sidewalk.
And then you
Don't
told me
raise your voice
I'll
at
raise
me.
my voice at you whenever I want. You're nobody for me to worry about raising my voice to.
Same with me and you.
Same with me and you. Yeah. You said you're gonna walk by and
Do what
moved
you're
out of
gonna
your
do.
way.
Do what you're
I
gonna do.
moved out of your way for you
Do
to
what
walk
you're gonna
by,
do.
and now you're here fucking still standing too close
what you're
to
gonna
me.
do.
Do what you're gonna do. Go back to
This
work.
is 6 feet.
What's the problem?
You're taking pictures of privately owned vehicles.
What is the problem?
Are you so dense that you didn't understand when I just answered your question?
Yeah, and I still ask, what's the problem?
You're taking pictures of privately owned vehicles.
Why are you coming so close with an attitude
I backed
like
up.
that?
I don't have an attitude. That
Yes,
is your
you do.
perception. I cannot control your world or
So
your
if
perception.
I walk closer than 6 feet to you and say, I'm walking down the sidewalk, move, you're blocking it.
I didn't
and then
say
I stand,
move.
And then I stand there.
I didn't
yes,
say
you
move.
did. Yes, you did.
I said you're blocking the
You
sidewalk.
said, I'm walking down the sidewalk, you're blocking it, move, go down
I
there
didn't say
6
move.
feet. You told me, you walked up to me and told me to get 6 feet from you. How dumb is that?
That's pretty dumb.
How dumb? Yeah, it's pretty dumb, right?
Pretty dumb.
You
I would agree.
Okay, then why would
As
you do
dumb
that?
as taking pictures of privately owned
then
vehicles.
why would you do that? Why would
As
you do
dumb
that?
as taking pictures of privately owned vehicles. I'm not going to back and forth with you. Do what you want. I'm going to
then
stand right
leave.
here.
Then
You
go.
leave.
Why are you even talking to me?
You're
Why-
right. Why am I talking to you? Because it's useless.
Yeah, why are you talking to me and walking closer than 6
This
feet to
is
me?
6 feet.
It is now. What about in the beginning? What about when you first walked up to me?
What do you want?
What about when you first walked up to me? I want you to go back to work at this point.
Don't worry about what I do.
I will
want
worry
you to go
about
back
what
to
you
work.
do. You're dismissed. Get your ass
You're
back to work. How
dismissed.
about that?
What's this guy?
Who are you? You think you're gonna come give me directives?
I'm not giving you any directions.
Dude, why would you do that?
I'm not
You
giving
didn't
you
have. You could have kept walking like you said you were
And
going
I can
to.
stand here.
Then why walk up so close to me and
I'm
try to
away
get
from
aggressive? What's your name and badge number?
Chief Joe Wren.
Chief Joe Wren.
Yes.
And why are you shaking, Chief Joe Wren?
I'm not shaking.
You are. I can clearly see it.
It's your hands that shake.
Don't be so scared, babe.
But
You're
trust me,
okay.
I'm not
You're
scared.
you're okay. You're okay.
All right.
Now bounce.
You have what you need now?
See you later.
You good?
See you later.
Good.
See you later.
You can go.
You guys can go. Yes, everybody
You can go.
dismissed.
I'm going to stand here.
The chief's gonna stand here because his intelligence
you're
level is
taking
there.
pictures
His
of my
intelligence level is
personnel
right
vehicles.
about down here.
So I don't know if you're with these groups that want
See you
to cause
later.
harm to police that's been shown.
I'm
this
gonna
past
take
week.
more pictures.
So
I'm gonna
stay
take more
here,
pictures.
and I'm going to make sure that my staff.
I'm gonna
is safe.
take pictures of
You
them
do what
and
you
your
want. You're
vehicle
welcome to.
and all that. What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant Gadama,
What's your badge number?
2A9.
What's your name and badge number? Maciel 237. Okay, cool. Now you guys can get back to work. Leave me the hell alone.
Thank you.
Go do what we pay you to do. How about that?
Do you want me to answer? Do you want to
Am
argue
I
with me
getting
and
my
talk?
picture taken right now?
Yes.
You guys taking picture around buildings?
Absolutely.
Do you ever record privately owned vehicles?
In the performance.
Is
of
that
our
a
duties,
is that an issue then? I'm doing it in the performance of my duty as well right now too.
performance of duties, and those things are PRA requestable. This right here is your private activity. You can do what you want.
No, I'm doing this in
But I'm
the
gonna make sure
performance
my
of my
staff is
duties.
safe.
You're gonna by standing here
Yeah.
too close to me?
Because you're talking to me. You want me to yell from over here? It's
You're-
bad enough you can barely hear me with the mask on.
You're an idiot, man. You got a superiority complex. Just remember, you're just a cop, bro. You're nobody. You're not higher than the people.
You're right.
You're not lower. At the end of the day, no gun, no badge. You're just a person. That's it.
Okay.
So coming
Is
up
there any
all
point-
weird,
is there-
like
is there any point that
authoritative,
you're trying to
yeah,
make
coming
right now?
up authoritative like you did is pointless because you have no authority over me. You have none.
Okay, I didn't say
Matter
I
of
did.
fact, I have authority over you at this point, right?
No.
Why? Why is that? Do you know why?
Sure,
You're a
tell me
chief
why.
of police. Why? Do you know? Do you know? Who do you guys work for?
Come on.
Do you know who you work for?
This rhetoric has become
Who do you
so
work
old.
for? Who do you work for?
It's become so old.
But still, a chief of police can't answer it. Who do you work for? Do you guys work for the people?
Yes.
You work-
Yes, we
okay.
work for the people.
Okay.
Are you the people?
Yes, we are the people.
Who are you? So I know that
It
you're
doesn't
the
matter
people.
who I am. We're the
Okay.
people, right?
You got it.
So you come up when you have no authority over somebody trying to tell them to move from the sidewalk
I
and they're
didn't tell you to
blocking it
move.
and you're walking. I got it on camera, dummy.
Go
I've been
ahead.
recording since you guys walked over
Absolutely, you should.
there. You're
Show me
you're dumb.
If I told you to move, I apologize.
You're just not. Oh,
I
now
said
you
you were
apologize
I
because
said
you
you're
know I
blocking
got
the
it on
sidewalk.
camera.
I don't care if you have it on camera.
Just
We
go back to
assume
work.
Everybody has it
Right,
on
you
camera. We
lost.
have it
You
on
lost
camera.
this one. Go back to work. You're dismissed. Just go back to work. You shouldn't have came out like this. You guys made contact. He did fine a minute ago. Walked away. All good. No problem.
did we.
Now you want to come back. I saw you. You wanted a fucking altercation. I can tell you're that type of cop.
What's your name?
I don't even know. That's probably how you made it to chief of police.
How's that?
By wanting altercations, by creating that shit,
no.
falsifying police reports, locking people up.
City as it could possibly be, and times are.
Then why do you
obviously
seem like you want an altercation?
Would you listen?
Why do you seem? No, I don't want to hear your bullshit. It's all bullshit.
Go ahead and do your
It's
thing.
bullshit.
Do your thing.
It's called
Do your
a political stunt, right? That's what it is.
No, come on.
That's what it is. So go back to work. See you later. I'm gonna be here as long as you are. I got more time than you do, so see you later.
You might be surprised.
All right, cool. We're gonna stand here. So the city of Placerville has a piece of trash chief of police, man. This guy is looking for an altercation.
You're recording.
He is
privately owned
looking
vehicles.
for an
You're
altercation.
looking for-
I could tell when I was down the street, walked away.
Come on.
He's looking for one. You can see it.
Come on, man.
Come on,
Do better
man.
than that.
You're looking for an altercation.
You can do better.
I don't need to do better. I point the camera. You guys do what
Trust
you
me.
do.
I am-
There's
I am
nothing I have
so-
to do. I don't
You
do
would be
anything
surprised.
but point a camera.
Listen, you
That's
would be
it.
so surprised if we met someplace else where we didn't have this BS going on, and you asked me what my ideas were about police serving the public and constitutionality.
Why don't you
we
tell
would
us?
Probably be right on par.
Tell
with each
us.
other.
Tell us then.
Okay. But you're recording the license plates of my staff, man.
Let me ask you a question.
Can we have an honest conversation?
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Is anything I'm doing illegal at all? No. Okay. So what's the
And I
issue?
told you that
Is
at the
this a
beginning.
first? I know you did. Then why are we having this discussion?
Because you keep talking
Why
to me.
was it coming up to me telling me to move from the sidewalk? I'm blocking the sidewalk. Why over there was it? Hey, have a good day. And since I didn't respond, you stand there and look at me while you're trying to put your mask on, all mad while you're shaking your head. Why is it that? Why is your demeanor that of a dickhead?
Listen,
Why?
It
Tell
doesn't
me.
mean to be. Maybe it's just
Okay,
your
because it
perception of what
is. It is.
Maybe it's your
It's going to be the
perception.
camera's
Would it be your
perception.
perception?
I would love it if every cop was good and came out and said, "Hey, man, you just taking pictures and that, nothing we can do about that. See you later.
Take pictures
Nothing
of
we
patrol
can do."
cars. Take pictures
I'm
of
taking
inside.
pictures of whatever I can from public.
I get
That's the
it.
law.
Sure, it is
Okay,
the law.
so then why
You're
are we having
absolutely-
this conversation? I would have gave you guys a thumbs up, a grade A if you guys would have come out, made contact, saw I was doing. Your sergeant was doing really well.
He's a good guy.
He's actually probably better cop than you are. He should be chief, and you should go back to like petty
Why do you
officer or
wanna-
something like
Why do
that.
you want to insult me?
I'm not insulting you. I'm just telling you what I see. It's an opinion.
we've
If my
dealt with First
opinion,
Amendment
if
auditors
my
before.
opinion
We've
is
never had this
insultive,
before.
there's nothing I can do about
We've
that.
we've
You have
never
to
had
have
this
thick. You have to have
interaction.
thicker
You're
skin.
right.
If my opinion is
Dude, I'm
insultive, you got to
smiling
have
under
thicker
this.
skin.
I'm not
Okay,
upset.
then
I don't
you
think
shouldn't.
this-
Then you
I
shouldn't
don't
be
think this
saying
is
I'm.
really a big
Then you
deal.
shouldn't be saying I'm insulting you.
You are.
Is the bottom line. I'm not. I'm just telling you how you're doing. Well, I'm the public, right?
Can we
we
start
are
over?
your. Can we start, please?
Can we start
Please,
over?
yes,
Okay.
please.
Listen, let me tell you where I'm coming from with this, okay? And I'm going to start from the very beginning. What you're doing is perfectly legal. And we can stop the conversation right there if you want. I can walk away and we can stop. It's
That's all it
perfectly
should be.
legal. Is that what you want?
That's all it should be.
Is that what you want? I'm asking you.
I'm saying all it should be is what you're doing is legal, and then you guys don't come do what you did. Why'd you try to pull the
Well, you
bully
made
tactics
no,
and
you
the
made a big
intimidation
production out of
tactics?
it. You made a big production
I
out
didn't
of it.
make a big
And I've got female
presumption.
staff members
Remember,
who are
I got it
scared
on
right now.
camera.
You're right.
Okay,
You knelt
you
down,
walked
you did
close
all
to me. Yes, I took some pictures. You walked up to me. You said, "I'm walking on the sidewalk. You're blocking it. Move." Blah blah blah. You don't have to do that. But now you're trying to backtrack because you know you're on camera the whole time. That's the
I
problem.
was on camera the whole time.
If you
My
would
officers
just
thought
be
I was on
real
camera.
and say, you know what, I fucked up. I guess I shouldn't have did that. I messed up.
Did I tell you
Sorry.
I apologize?
No,
if
you
that's in fact
not
what
for
I
none
said?
of that. You apologize for that. You feel like that was wrong? Because if
Tell
you
you
do,
to
then
move?
I will
If I
accept your
if I told
apology
you to move,
wholeheartedly.
100%.
No,
I should've told you to
not just telling me to move, but walking up so close after we already had that interaction over there and coming up close and the whole sidewalk thing, all that. That was wrong. That was wrong. You shouldn't have did that. Not as a police chief of police, right? You got to set an example for your sergeant
You're right.
that was there. He's not learning
Can
from
I
you
talk-
because
can I
his
talk now?
demeanor was much different.
Can I talk now?
No. You can listen.
You want to lecture me?
You can. I do because it sucked. You suck.
I get
I've been to
dude.
police departments where they were like, "Hey, you're recording. Okay, cool. Hey, see you later."
I know
Boom,
you're going to
perfect.
edit this,
and
you're
they
gonna
did
try to
great.
make us look as bad as you can.
I do mine
know
uncut.
that.
Mine
I
are
know
uncut.
that.
I take
I
out
know
boring parts, but any interaction with officers is
Listen,
uncut. just to be fair, because I like
Let
transparency.
me tell you what's freaking our guys out right now. Would you at least listen to that?
Okay, and I'm gonna have some to come back. Go ahead.
That's fine.
Go ahead.
That's part of a conversation, though, right?
Go ahead.
Don't you think more people should be doing that right now?
Yeah, a little bit more
We are
people should be doing
getting,
it.
as staff members of a small hometown police department, death threats from people. Can you imagine going to work and just having civilian staff members who aren't doing what we do be subject to people wanting to kill them because of all the BS that's going on around the world? Can you imagine how scary that must be? Honestly. And then you show up and you're doing this stuff and we're trying to figure out what the hell's going on.
Then you watch. You watch.
Well, I don't have...
You stand there and watch.
Okay.
You can make contact.
Yeah,
I'm not saying you couldn't make contact. You can make contact. But the way you made contact was horseshit. The way they made contact over there was perfect. I was getting ready to come take some pictures, probably watch you guys go back in. Then I was going to go inside and say, who was that cop? Let me talk to him. Hey, good job. I appreciate you. You did exactly what you're supposed to do. Then the chief of police fucked it up. Bro, the chief of police, can you believe how that looks? Trust me, you guys are going to get thousands of emails and calls because of it. And I would rather you look good than look bad. I really would. I don't hate cops. I hate bad policing. That's what I hate. But what you did is bad policing. That's what you don't understand. Because of your demeanor, that's bad policing.
Let me tell you, first of all, I sincerely apologize if that's the perception you got from me. First and foremost, I can't hear half the stuff you're saying. You're mumbled, and I can't hear that well to begin with. I'm mumbled, so I'm constantly leaning forward, if you can see. These aren't excuses. These are realities. It seems like I always yell at people because I have to talk louder than what I normally talk because I'm wearing this stuff. And if I told you to move, I sincerely apologize. That was rude of me. That was bullshit for me to say that. You are allowed to do this 100%.
I know.
Over there, you're making assumptions that I was laughing and staring at you.
It wasn't about laughing. It was the stares and the glances. I could tell from there you were pissed off. Oh, then I came back. Listen. Dude. Then I came back and took some pictures, and you walked up and did what you did. So you're looking for a confrontation. You're using typical police bully tactics, which shouldn't be used. That's what you did. That's why you just had to apologize for it.
To tell you to move 100%. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, you can't do that. So that's not the example you need to set for your police department. I got 200, 300,000 people are going to see this video. Okay. Trust me. And you're going to get thousands of phone calls and emails. So is the mayor and the city manager and everybody because of the way you acted. I would rather, you'll see, you'll believe me, you'll see it. They'll put it out there. I promise you that. And I would rather this interaction end on a more positive note, but you have to begin it on a positive note to end it on a positive note, right?
Can I ask a favor of you? And you can say no.
Yeah, of course I can say no.
You're with 100% of your rights. I'm okay if you highlight my interaction. Could you not publicize the license plates of our personal employees?
I typically don't ever publicize. I try not to publicize the license plates.
Okay.
And because you're ending the interaction kind of on that level, I probably won't publicize the license plates because even though these aren't personal license plates, because these are to public vehicles. They're personal vehicles or personal license plates, but they're public workers, right? So what you guys need to understand is the eyeballs on you guys, right? People are fed up. You know why you guys are getting death threats? Cops are getting killed and shit. Why? Do you know why? Because of bad policing, man. People are tired of it. We are wholeheartedly tired of it. And I don't think we don't need cops. I don't think we need to defund the cops. I think we need to defund some cops, right? And when you walk up like you do as the chief of police, I look at it and go, this guy's fucked up. He sucks. You see what I'm saying? So we have to change that initial interaction with people. That's 100%. What I would ask of you guys, right? 100%. I'm not an auditor that likes to come out and bully and fight and argue and yell. I will, because I can.
If that's the perception,
I'd rather not.
If that's the perception I gave you because of my demeanor and what I said, I apologize.
Well, we'll see what the people say, and maybe they feel like you redeemed yourself.
I will offer you this as hopefully to redeem myself. Will you afford me an opportunity to try to redeem myself?
Of course.
I will invite you into my office right now for a one-on-one meeting about all of this BS.
On camera?
On camera.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Okay.
I'd like to ask you some questions about your beliefs about First Amendment auditing and stuff like that.
Okay.
No, that's awesome. That's what we need. That right there is what we need. And I understand you guys have to be cautious. You have a tough job. There's no doubt about it.
People are killing us left and right over political
It's not
beliefs.
left and right,
And we
though.
don't have-
A lot of officers I see say that.
Yeah.
It's really not left and right. It's few and far between. Far more citizens are killed by officers each year than officers are killed by citizens.
Yeah.
That's just the reality of it.
I will ask you, if you see anything that may be of a confidential nature in my office, please black that out as you do your...
It's hard for me to black it out on my editing software, so you should go in and maybe flip it over, and then I'll come in and do the thing. All right, Bay fam. We wipe my fingerprints off because I got warrants. We're going to go have a little meeting with the chief. Sounds like this is being turned around. It's actually kind of awesome.
All right, well,
You want to make sure you don't have anything confidential?
Or do you want to be me and you?
Either or, it don't matter to me.
It's your interview. You tell me.
I just need to interview you. You did awesome, by the way. You did great, man. Until the interaction changed, you did perfect. So I appreciate you, and I'm sure my viewers appreciate you. And hopefully we can turn this around. That's what I want.
Yeah, I want that too.
Let me see.
Here's the lesson: authority isn't measured by how loudly you bark orders, but by how fast you own mistakes. When tempers flare, a sincere apology and an open door can cool the street faster than any badge. Cameras roll, reputations roll with them. Choose your frame wisely. Walk with us into an Illinois welfare office where no video signs shout from the walls, yet one citizen journalist keeps rolling. Staff scramble to tape paper over windows security shadows him, and police arrive to sort policy from constitutional law. Will the camera stay on or be forced to fold? Don't blink.
Yes, probably in a few months. You know what? Yeah, can I get a FOIA request for him?
Sure. Just to let you know, you're not allowed to film in here.
I can barely hear you.
You're not allowed to film in here?
And what you mean?
With the phone.
Why not?
It's just policy.
Oh, it's you guys' policy.
It's the state.
I'm pretty sure I can.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Okay. Public records request form.
You can fill it out on a piece of paper. Yeah, so just he can request it on a blank sheet of paper.
Okay.
So you spoke to your manager or someone, and someone told you I was good to go?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm not really sure why do they keep telling you guys that someone can't record? Like, because obviously you're under that impression, but when this sign, right?
Yeah, but it's okay. She just let me know it's okay.
No, and that was my point. Like, even though it's a sign up here, but they're telling you that it's okay. So shouldn't we take these down? It makes sense, right? Okay. Well, I'll just fill it out here and then momentarily, and then I'll give it back. All right. I'm sorry.
You can't film behind the door, so you're free to film the lobby area, but you can't film.
I definitely can. I can definitely film behind the door.
Sotomayor.
Sotomayor?
535. Everything good?
Yeah, I didn't call you. How you doing, officer?
Good. How are you, sir?
Man, pretty good. What's your name and badge number?
Officer Burris, 539.
Burris. Yeah, I'm not sure. What, did they call you for me?
No.
Obviously, so yeah.
Well, I was just saying, I opened the door and you got the camera ready, so I just want to know if you're good.
Yeah, I mean, I think the manager's right there. If you guys want to, she obviously called you guys. So.
Did they refuse to help you or anything? Or?
No, I didn't refuse. I didn't really even ask for help, to be perfectly honest with you.
Oh,
so.
you just walked in and just...
Yeah, I was just, just going on about my day. Obviously, they had some pushback about what I was doing, and they tried to show me the sign that's actually directly behind you, but
okay.
I was trying to say, yeah, so about the no photography. Only thing is, if you see it's a statue at the bottom there.
Yeah.
So that's obviously an unconstitutional sign. Simply because that whole statute talks about trespassing.
No, you're good, man. You can go ahead.
Yeah, you can. Oh, yeah, you're good to go. You're good to go. But like I was saying, the statute talks about trespassing and not photography. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I was trying to see if there was a way, how do we get those signs pulled down? Because
okay, so your issue is just because the statute itself is talking about criminal trespass, but the sign says no photography and no videography.
Correct. So
okay.
So it's basically giving off the illusion that if you film or take pictures, then you can be trespassed. Okay. That's what that sign looks like.
I see.
Yeah. So
okay. I'm Andrew. What's your name, man?
James.
James?
Since you've been respectful, yeah.
All right,
Nice
cool.
to meet you, James.
Nice to meet you as well.
Would it be more helpful if they were to say, like, if you are caught videoing or taking photos, that you are subject to trespass then?
No.
Because they have the right to trespass anyone for their rules. Would that be something that would be more clearly described then?
Well, not necessarily, officer. So, like, I mean, even though they have rules and like policies, we talking about the law though. Like,
Sure,
trespassing
I know what you're
is against the law.
Yeah.
Right.
It is.
Filming is not. You see
No,
what
no,
I'm
I
saying?
understand. I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But they have a right to also put, if they don't want their patients filmed, like these are people that are coming in that want privacy. You know what I mean?
I can understand, but
So-
but we're in public though,
Yeah,
officer. That's the only thing.
James, the great thing is, well, not great.
Okay.
But it's not great for you.
Okay.
But or anybody really. The crazy thing is we, Officer Sotomayor and I, we get to enforce the laws, but we don't get to change them.
That's
so you got
correct.
to go to the state of Illinois to get this all taken care of.
Well,
right?
what-
We're just here to make sure you're okay.
Oh yeah, I'm straight. I
And
never.
if
I
you're
never.
okay, we're gonna get out of here, man.
Yeah,
Honestly,
yeah.
We're not here to dog you. We're not here.
Yeah, I never even called you guys. So
No.
Yeah.
No,
So
we're
I'm.
just here to make sure everybody's good. If everybody's good, we're gonna get out of here. We're gonna let you do your thing. We're gonna let them do their thing. And unfortunately, you're gonna have to go to somebody who has more control over that
Yeah,
statute than us.
yeah.
right?
I understand.
We don't get to change it. We just gotta be like, hey man, these words say you can't do it. But,
Yeah, I understand.
You know
But
what I mean?
you know what's crazy real quick is
Yeah.
that I pointed that out, like when I first came in, the young lady at the desk was saying you couldn't do it, I couldn't do it.
Yeah. Sure.
And then she went and checked with like her manager.
Yeah.
Then she came back to the desk and said, oh, they said you were good to go. So I was like, what's the point of the sign? That's my point.
Right, and we don't have any control.
Yeah, I understand. You
know what I
guys
mean?
don't. Yeah, for sure.
But if we get called, we just want to make sure everybody's good. So.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if you want to check with the manager, yeah, everyth's good.
Yeah, and then we're gonna get out of here because
It is what it
you're
is.
doing your thing, right?
Right, for sure.
It's all good. Everybody's safe. Everybody's good. All right, cool. All right.
To speak with the manager.
No.
She's the one. Yeah, she's the one who called. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So
I got you.
they obviously called the cops.
Yeah, James, we're gonna get out of here, man.
Everything's good to go.
Okay.
And you
Take
guys'
care,
body
okay?
cams was on the entire time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and real quick, what's the like? How far is Sycamore Police? Because you know what, I think I've been out here before. You know what?
I think. Did you meet with Sergeant Meeks?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah,
You guys
yeah.
were great, man.
Yeah.
Just like today, man. I mean, you know, for what I can hear behind the door, you guys were trying to get them education about public and private.
Yeah.
And we definitely appreciate that, man. So
Yeah, you know, just be professional, be courteous. Everybody's safe here, having a good day. It's fine. You're out here doing your thing. They're doing their thing. There's no need for police involvement.
yeah, I didn't understand why would they call. That's what I was saying. Like, what did they say over dispatch?
That we're given so minimal over dispatch. So we're given the type of call, which was just check the area.
Oh,
and
really?
then at this location.
At this location.
So it's one of those things where it's like, okay, well, we're going to check, make sure everything's good. Everything was good.
You know, sometimes, man, the stuff happen like that, man. You guys come out and a situation gets heightened. Someone ends up hurt for, you know what I mean?
no
So,
reason.
yeah.
If it's here, you come here.
Yeah, right.
Right? So if you're here, which you're way here, you know, we're way here with you. Okay?
Okay. I appreciate it, officer. Thanks a lot.
Take care.
You too.
Here's the takeaway. A sign on the wall isn't stronger than the law in your pocket. When policy clashes with rights, stay calm, quote the statute, and let cameras and courtesy do the heavy lifting. Confidence, not confrontation turns, call the cops in to have a nice day, and keeps the First Amendment working for everyone.